Hey guys, welcome to the Jawns of Basketball. I'm John Stewart, and today's episode we're going to be looking at the second rank of teams called that we have named really good teams, also known as playoff locks. And I'm with my friend Alex.
Yep, Alex here. In case you missed the first episode, we listed true contenders as the Warriors, Celtics, Rockets, and Raptors, which is why we won't be talking about them in this video.
Mm-hmm.
This is teams that we think will definitely make the playoffs, but aren't on the same level as those teams.
Mm-hmm. And those guys, and basically in the first episode, it was, if you didn't hear Alex, really, it was Warriors, Celtics, Rockets, Raptors, and that was kind of our ranking for how good we thought the teams were also, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
General idea.
So these teams are really good, but they have weaknesses that other teams can exploit that aren't as necessarily they have weaknesses that are more prevalent in the teams above them.
Mm-hmm. And in this, I really don't think that there's a way to rank them. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think anybody knows if Utah is better than Philadelphia. I don't think that is a fair argument.
There's no way.
I would be very surprised.
Yeah, that would be, because I feel like the top four teams, they're all so good that you can kind of compare them. But with these, there's so many of them.
And they're just so close.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right, let's get started.
Mm-hmm.
76ers. You're a Philly fan.
I love the 76ers. So, one thing about the big thing about the 76ers is that they have a potential to have two star players, maybe even
not
three.
Stars, generational players.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I mean.
The generational players, they're not stars.
They have two players that are almost impossible to come by in the league, which gives them a distinct advantage over even teams like the Celtics and the Raptors,
because
even the Rockets in the future.
Well, because Joel Embiid
is he the best? Is he saying the best center in the league?
Who's better, Kyrie or Joel? Kyrie is definitely better.
I don't know if you can even say that, man.
I don't know. But my point is that they both have far more potential than Boston. I mean, any players that Boston have as good as
right.
I don't know.
Oh no! What are you gonna say?
They're definitely both better than Jalen.
Are they better than Semi Ojeleye?
Shut up. They're obviously both better than Jalen. I don't know if they have more potential than Jason.
I think they do.
Because Jason can shoot.
I think Simmons and Embiid have the potential to be 1 and 2 in the league. I really think they do. I think they have the potential to be the two best players in the league.
They really, I get what you're coming from. They definitely do. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, if Ben Simmons doesn't shoot, he's capped at the 10th best player in the league.
That's not true. LeBron was able to shoot better than Simmons was.
He's always been 30% three-point shooter.
He was 28, 27% in his first couple of years, I'm pretty sure. But he was not capped in the top 10. He was at least a top 5 player while he was bad.
You're right.
If Simmons can at least get to that level, I think that...
Will he, though?
I think he will eventually. I think he'll get to a point where he could shoot 28 to 30% from 3.
I don't think he will.
Really?
I don't think he ever will.
Really?
Just because he literally didn't shoot 3 last season.
You're right, but he still practices it. It's not like he's scared to take them.
He's very scared to take them. He's open.
In game. I'm saying he's not he's been working on it. It's not like he's scared to work on it. Is what I mean.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But back to the 76ers.
Right.
Anything else you want to say about him?
Yeah, I think that Fultz coming back is going to be interesting. I don't know whether we should start him or JJ Redick, we were talking about last episode.
JJ Redick, but they already said that they're going to start Fultz.
No, I don't know, because I feel like having a player that can handle the ball like that and being a threat to handle the ball is also a really big deal.
Yeah,
and
but
Fultz has the potential to be on defense.
Fultz is going to be really good on defense because he's 6'4" and long as shit.
Huge ass wingspan.
Wingspan.
He brings a whole other. And the Sixers are going to be a great defensive team.
Yeah.
People are not talking about how good they are. They were defensively last
year.
They're
definitely a lock for top 5, along with Boston, Utah, Oklahoma City.
And
Warriors. Where's Toronto?
I don't know. I'd say that it's going to be. We'll get to the next few teams later, but I'd say Celtics, Raptors, and Sixers are, I think, the 3 best teams.
Really?
I think so. I think they're the 3 best teams in the East.
I mean, I'm talking about defensively.
Oh, defensively? Yeah. I think it's the Sixers, Raptors, and actually, yeah, I'd say it's still the Celtics, Sixers, and Raptors. Who's better than them?
I don't know. Maybe OKC. That's a debate.
They're not in the East, but...
Well, I didn't mean in the East.
Oh, my bad. I meant the East. In the whole league? I think the Jazz, obviously.
No, I don't know.
You don't think the Jazz?
We keep getting sidetracked.
Right.
Okay, Philadelphia. My thing about Philadelphia.
What?
I'm just going to go by player. Markelle Fultz, no idea. Could be good. And no clue. JJ Redick, fantastic. He's great. He's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Covington, extremely overrated.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's extremely streaky, 3-point shooter.
Yes, that's true.
And he's not as good as on defense as people say he is. He's not. I mean, like in the Celtics series, he got exposed by Jason and Jalen.
Okay.
Like exposed. Also, the reason why people think he's so good is because he gets a bunch of steals, which is cool.
Right. Well, he was also on the all-first team.
He should have been.
Okay.
And he also gets a bunch of deflections.
Okay.
Which is great. That's cool. But that's not all that defense is. He just can't stay in front of his man. He just can't do it. He can't, when he plays those really elite players, he can't stop them from scoring. He gets the steals and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he has arms.
I don't think he gets that many steals.
2 point something.
Yeah, 2 point something.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Huh.
But
I
mean, obviously does it because he's so long and he can get in the passing lanes.
Yeah.
But I just think he's so overrated. I just don't think he is a technically good defensive player.
I think but he does have the perfect body to be a defensive player.
He does, but he just doesn't have any lateral quickness.
I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I think it's average.
He's average. He is an above average defender, but his lateral quickness and his ability
I would say he's
to
a
stand
good
front.
defender. I would say at the very least he's a good defender.
He's overrated. He's not an all NBA caliber player. He's not a better defender than Jaylen Brown. That's a joke.
Okay, I can see that.
That's a joke.
No, I can see that.
Dario Saric is fucking cool.
Love that guy.
You guys are gonna have to extend him to a $20 million contract. Little did you know. And that's this summer, isn't it?
No, I do. I don't know what we should do because
I think you have to trade him.
He's not that valuable. Like, we basically replaced him with Ilyasova, and it was basically the same thing.
Yeah, and you guys should not have played Ilyasova and Bell. We'll get to those.
Well, that was hard.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But yeah. But what were we talking about?
We're talking about Dario.
Dario Saric. Sorry, I just blacked again.
No, you're good.
But I would just trade him for an asset, any pick you can get, because he's up this year, right?
Or is I think he is. 2 years? It's either up this year or next year, which either one of which is a problem.
Yeah, I just say you get an asset for him, and then you use the cap space that you save by not signing him to go after like a 3-and-D role player. I mean, not a role player, but an elite 3-and-D player.
No, I see what you mean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this offseason coming up is going to be huge, and everybody's going to have money, and every free agent. There's going to be a shit ton of free agents this year, so that'll be interesting.
Just get one of them.
Yeah,
just get one of them. Just one guy who can play defense and shoot threes. Doesn't matter who.
Exactly. And then one thing that I'm really concerned about, obviously everybody's concerned about, is just Joel Embiid staying healthy. Because Joel Embiid, we both agree, I think he's probably the best center in the league.
Yes, there's no doubt. Yeah. Not a doubt in my mind. Anthony Davis plays center, so he's
you're right. Second best. Yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna say the second best center in the league. I don't know what do you think is gonna happen with injuries? You can't. It's hard to predict.
He was fine last year. I think he's gonna be fine. I had no problem saying he's gonna be fine. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. I feel like
with minute restrictions, and they were probably going to play him 68 games a year.
Yeah, he's also gotten better at landing. Like 2 years ago, it was actually like it was scary watching a Sixers game. Like every time he did something good, it was scary. Like you could not watch.
Jaylen Brown has that problem. Whenever he goes up and dunks, he lands weird on his legs, and it gives me anxiety. Yeah, do you remember
that's almost a guaranteed injury right there.
Yeah, well, he did. Remember when he landed on his head?
Oh shit!
Against Minnesota.
I forgot about that. Yeah. To be honest.
Yeah, they're gonna have to teach him some of that shit, but
yeah, he's still kind of raw.
He's definitely raw. But so we just talked about Joel. What players are cool off the bench? T.J. McConnell shouldn't be good at basketball, but he is. Wilson Chandler's.
He's such a good finisher at the rim. T.J. McConnell
doesn't make any sense.
I don't know why he is. I don't know why, but he's really good at it.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Wilson Chandler's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Good enough for a bench player.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep.
Who else is on their bench? Help me.
Well, their backup center is Mike Muscala.
Mike Muscala is great. Mike Muscala is fantastic. I love Mike Muscala.
He's a boy.
He's a boy. He shoots. He plays defense. He rebounds. He's just great.
Right. Do you want it? You already talked about Fulton, right? One of them is going to have to be on the bench.
One of them has to be on the bench unless they put like Dario on the bench and make it really weird and play Simmons at 4.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Guard the 4. I kind of like it, but regardless.
Who else is still on the team?
This is embarrassing. You didn't even know.
No, here's
Landry Shamet.
Oh, fun fact. My last name is Shamet. Landry Shamet is my cousin.
Yeah.
He's actually been really good in the preseason.
Landry Shamet's a very good basketball player. Where did he go to school?
He went to what's it called? Fuck, it's Wichita State.
Wichita
State. Yeah.
Thought so.
But
Landry Shamet's a very good basketball
He's
player.
a good combo guard. He's
friend of the podcast.
Yeah, friend of the podcast. Maybe we'll bring him on someday.
Maybe one day.
My friend was trying to get me to cop Shamet jerseys off of him back at home. He's like, "Yo, can you hook me up with those free Shamet jerseys?" I'm like, "No."
Really? He wouldn't give them to you?
Well, no. Like I don't know him that well. He's from a weird part of the family.
Really?
What? I'm not. Well, first of all, he's black. Like.
So you guys, obviously, it's a distant relation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. It's just like
No,
obviously.
not.
But no, I'm trying to think. What's that guy's name? Furkan Korkmaz. He will be interesting.
Is he second round draft pick?
He was a second round draft pick last year, but he dropped like 40 points in his first summer league game, like really randomly. Nobody even knew about it.
Cool.
And like
Cool.
there was talk about him moving over and being good, but we don't really know. He's an unknown.
Is he an overseas player?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came in from overseas.
That's pretty much all I know about Philadelphia. Oh, one thing that I do want to say.
What?
I feel like Philadelphia cannot be a real contender based on their current stars. Based on their current stars and how they play. I feel like they're capped as a 55-win team who gets
Really?
out in the second round.
Really?
Based off their 2 star players' lack of shooting, or 3 if you count Markelle Fultz as a star.
So what do you think they should change?
Get them in the gym and shoot threes. And then they should have re-signed Bellinelli and Ilyasova.
Oh, they definitely should have signed both of them. I don't know why they did. They have so much cap space.
It doesn't just give them 1 year, 10 mils.
I know.
They're
The
gonna accept
Sixers
it.
have a lot of cap space. I don't know why
didn't
they do
understand
that.
it. Like they would both accept, like give them JJ Redick deals. They definitely both would have accepted it. I didn't understand that in the slightest.
Especially as so because they actually don't have a lot of bigs now. They
really don't.
They lost a lot of bigs.
Or
No,
Timothy
yeah.
Lewis.
Yeah, it's TLC.
TLC.
He's awful.
Phoenix. He was okay. He's
No,
athletic.
he's awful. He was
Really?
awful. Yeah.
Really?
TLC was absolute garbage. He's the kind of guy that just like chucks up shots. He's an underratedly shit shot chucker.
Really?
So bad.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Just re-signed Julio Okafor.
Right. Well, he's hurt for like a while now.
Is he really?
Yeah. He had a really bad injury in New Orleans. But yeah, they have who are their bigs? They have like Mike Muscala and Joel Embiid.
Well,
Amir Johnson. They have Amir Johnson still.
Oh, Amir Johnson. I forgot.
I'm pretty
about
sure they
him.
re-signed
I hated
him.
in
He's
Boston.
like
I despise him.
he's a whatever.
He's bad.
He's not bad.
He's bad.
Okay.
Trust me, I watched him play in Boston. He's bad.
I
But
mean, what is he like bad at? Like I feel like he's like
shooting, offense, dribbling, passing,
yeah, I guess. I feel like he's
rebounding.
I feel like he's like a defense, rebounding, and dunks kind of guy.
He's not a very good rebounder. He's a very average rebounder.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. That's pretty much everything I know about the 76ers.
Win total prediction?
52.
76ers? Really? You think 52? Just why?
I think, is that too little?
I think it's too little, isn't it? I mean,
Well, no, because they lost Muscala and Ilyas. Not Muscala. They lost Bellinelli and Ilyasova, so no.
I guess that's true. But like, I feel like their young players are. I feel like you're discounting the fact that their young players are going to get better.
And they're
And they
going to
have
full.
Fultz.
I'm going to go 54.
Yeah, I would go.
54.
That's more around where I was going to go. I was going to go like 56. So we'll go 55.
That's fair.
So that means that we think they're going to get about the same as the Rockets, which
Yeah, that's
I can
fair.
see that.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
They have way more motivation.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, next one.
Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
If Milwaukee does not win 50 games this year, I fucking quit. I give up because everything I know about the NBA is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They get Mike Budenholzer,
Right.
Budenholzer, however you say it, who is just a plain out better coach than Jason Terry in every single way imaginable.
Jason Kidd.
I say Jason Terry. Jason Kidd. He's not gonna fucking trap every pick and roll like a dumbass. That's just stupid.
He's actually gonna like tell players what to do in the last 2 minutes of the game, which would be nice.
That would be nice. He's not going to play Jason, and that wasn't him, was it? That was their interim head coach who played Jason Terry.
Yeah, like a very weirdly high amount.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Weird.
Yeah,
but with the new coach, with the new defensive system,
the best thing that Jason Terry did was dap J.R. Smith up. Made him. Do you remember that play? He dapped J.R. Smith up while he was on the bench, and J.R. Smith walked to the bench to go dap him up, and his guy just scored a bucket while he walked to the bench.
Yes, I saw that.
Best play of his career. Sorry, continue.
Okay. New coach, new defensive system, additions of Ilyasova, Lopez, departure of Jabari Parker. Doesn't matter because Jabari Parker didn't really do anything for that team last year. I think Ilyasova is a better player than Jabari Parker. You know, Brooke Lopez is just going to add shooting. Their starting 5 is most likely going to be Bledsoe, Middleton, Giannis, Ilyasova, Lopez.
I can see that. And then when we were talking about this yesterday, you also discussed the possibility of going like Bledsoe, Snell, Middleton, small forward, Giannis, power forward, and then Ilyasova or Lopez is the other big.
And you could honestly even do Jawns at center.
Right. It's the same conversation as KD at center, really, I think.
Yeah,
like, it can happen.
This team should be a top 5 defensive team in the league, or the very least top 7. They should be a top 7 defensive team in the league. Their offense should be unreal because they have one of the 6 best talent-wise not winning players in the league. That's a fair statement.
Yeah,
they have a multitude of 3-point shooting.
Right.
And they have some veteran role players.
And I think that Coach Bud is pretty good defensively, considering
he's great.
Yeah,
he's fantastic.
He took that team, the Hawks team, with that employed Kyle Korver and Jeff Teague as their starting guards. They were the number 1 defensive team in the league the year they were good.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's why they won 60.
They also have Paul Millsap and Al Horford and DeMarre Carroll when he was good.
When he was good, right. Yeah. So I think that he knows how to use players that are a mix of defensive talent, which is good. Mm-hmm. I think that coaching 3-point shooting along with Giannis is going to be really good this year. I agree.
What other notes do I have for this team?
For me, Bledsoe is a huge question. I have no idea what Bledsoe's going to do.
He's okay. He's very average. He's an average NBA point guard.
I mean, but he was viewed as being really good before he got to Milwaukee. It's weird.
That's really weird.
Do you think a better coach would be able to use him better as a cutter?
Maybe, but I wouldn't use him as a cutter. I'd have him show the 3-point line.
No, he's a bad 3-point shooter.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He shot 40% his entire career except for last year.
I don't think you know Bledsoe very well. Bledsoe's a bad 3-point shooter.
For Rizzo.
Yeah, Bledsoe's not good. That's why I didn't understand.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Career he's 33.7. He's not a good 3-point shooter, especially for a point guard.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah, he's that's why they always call him Mini LeBron.
Oh, bro, dead ass. Then I'm not playing him in my starting lineup. I'm just gonna put like Ilyasova in or Lopez in.
Well, then who are you gonna play point guard? You gonna put Giannis at point guard
or Brogdon?
I mean, I guess but Bledsoe is he's a cutter. I feel like he can be a great cutter. He's extremely athletic.
You don't need a cutter. You need shooters around Giannis to let Giannis ISO on his man. That's their offense. That is their offense. Is a Giannis Brook Lopez pick and roll. That is their offense.
I can see that. I also think that Bledsoe is a better defender than Brogdon is, definitely.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Well, no, Brogdon's better than Bledsoe. Brogdon was by far better than Bledsoe. Bledsoe's 6'1" and Brogdon's 6'5".
I know, but you can.
And Brogdon is great defensively. Have you ever watched? Yes, he is. Brogdon's. Yes, he is. He's good.
I mean,
did you watch Bledsoe get torched by Terry Rozier?
No, I did. That was
torched.
That was interesting.
It wasn't once. It was an entire.
It was an entire series. That was embarrassing.
A 7-game series.
That was embarrassing. I will give you that one. Yeah. That was absolutely embarrassing. I don't know if he plays like that all the time. Then I will say that yes, Bledsoe is better by a lot. Yeah. But I don't think he plays like that all the time.
Yeah. I just looked up their roster. They drafted Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, I forgot Matthew Dellavedova's still here. Fun fact.
Deli's a good backup. I like Deli. He's fine. He's good.
I like the pick of Dante DiVincenzo.
I didn't.
Really?
I thought they were better players.
Like the guy like Lonnie Walker and stuff.
Lonnie Walker, was he after? He might have been right before.
No, the Spurs picked after the Bucks, didn't they? I feel like the Spurs had a better record than the Bucks.
Definitely did. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, Lonnie Walker was definitely better. Grayson Allen would have been a better fit just because Grayson Allen's a better 3-point shooter than Tom.
Dante DiVincenzo's a really good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, but Grayson Allen was the best in college basketball.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I feel like there were other players I just can't remember because it's been a while.
I feel Dante DiVincenzo is sneaky athletic too.
Is he really?
Oh yeah, if you I guess.
Well, Grayson Allen's also athletic as shit.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about Thon Maker?
I want him to be good so bad. I want him to be good so bad.
Me too. Maybe once he has a coach that tells him to stop taking mid-range jumpers
and shoot 3-pointers and not jump every time.
Yeah.
And foul out of games and actually just keep your arms up.
Right.
Then maybe, yeah. I have no problem with that.
You know what? Now I'm looking at him. Underrated player right here from the summer league and stuff. Christian Wood absolutely balled out.
Who's Christian Wood?
He's a power forward for them. If you look at his summer league stats, he balled out.
What college? Where's he from?
I don't know I have no idea where he came from.
University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, here are the stats.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I know, it's weird.
That's really weird.
Nobody knows about him either.
Oh, I didn't know that.
20 PPG in the
Trayvon Duval.
I have no idea what he's gonna be.
I don't either. He didn't get drafted. I don't know.
No.
Did not understand that.
I don't understand that either.
Did not understand that.
I feel like even if like teams think he's overrated, he still has higher potential than guys that are that late, like late in the second round.
I don't even think he has potential. I think I pretty much know what he's going to be. He's going to be like a third string point guard,
and that's like good enough.
Or a second string. He's going to be. Who was the guy who played on Boston last year? We already talked about him. We talked about him on the first episode. Shane Larkin, who doesn't have an NBA contract, which is ridiculous.
Right.
He doesn't have an NBA contract. It's just weird.
He's incredibly short though, and I'm pretty sure he's a really low wingspan too.
He does.
Yeah.
He's very bad defensively.
Yes.
Shabazz Muhammad's the worst player in the NBA. Changed my mind.
Mike Carter-Williams. Michael Carter-Williams is honestly worse than Shabazz Muhammad in every way.
You think?
Yes. Michael Carter-Williams shot worse from everywhere, scored less points, and he played more minutes, and he was just as bad at defense.
I don't know. I hate Shabazz Muhammad. I think he's terrible.
Oh, no, he's terrible. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, I don't know. I think that Michael Carter-Williams is worse.
You know who else is really bad?
Hmm.
John Henson. I mean, he's not nearly as bad as Shabazz Muhammad, but he's not good.
He's not good. He's like a rim protector. And that's
a bad rim protector who's also a bad rebounder.
He's like he's not a horrible rim protector.
Oh, fuck. I was watching the Bucks, their highlights from preseason.
Right.
Tyler Zeller made a corner three-pointer against Oklahoma City.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah. Dead ass.
Uh,
Dead ass. I'm not joking.
I guess like Aaron Baines can do it. Why not him?
Very true.
Aaron Baines, whatever.
DJ Wilson should be good.
I don't even know that. I don't
He
know
shoots.
anything about him.
He's good offensive power forward. He was a rookie last year. He should
right.
be good.
Oh, well, I looked it up. DeAndre Liggins is on like the Heat. I remember you talking about him the other day.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll talk about him later. I researched him. But anyway, DJ Will, sure, why not? I don't care.
Tony Snell's bad.
Tony Snell
Doesn't do anything.
he's a zero. The idea of Tony Snell's good though.
The idea is fantastic.
I like what Tony Snell's supposed to be, if that means anything.
Yeah, I do too. He should be very good. Pat Connaughton.
Ooh,
fantastic.
That is a great pickup.
Bench shooter.
Actually, very good.
Just looking at it right now, this team legitimately has. I'm going to say Tony Snell can shoot. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I'm going to say they have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players who can shoot.
You didn't count Thonmaker, did you?
No, I didn't. And actually 9 because Deli's a good shooter.
Yeah.
They have 9. They have DiVincenzo, Brook Lopez, Chris Middleton, Matthew Dellavedova, Ersan Ilyasova, Pat Connaughton, DJ Wilson, and Tony Snell, who can all shoot.
Right.
Good clips from 3. They should be a 50-win team.
Oh, I honestly think they have the potential to be like a 60-win team.
Dude, I do too. I'm so high.
I actually do too.
I'm so high on the Bucks.
I'm scared to predict them going that high, but I really think they have the potential to.
I'm going to go 50. I can't put them high. I'm going to go 52. I can't put them higher than Philadelphia. I'm going to go 52.
It's rough.
53 actually, 53.
If you're 53,
I'm going to go 53.
I'll go 56, so they're at 54.5.
Really?
I think they could win 60, to be honest. Like, I really think they could win 60 games.
54.5, that is crazy.
I think they could, though.
I mean, I'm good for it.
I think so. I really do think
we're both really high on.
I honestly, I think they could win 60 easily. I think they could win 60.
That's crazy.
I don't see a weakness in this team.
I do.
What?
Star power.
I mean,
star power. Like, Chris Middleton's not a star. Chris Middleton's just a really good role player.
You can't say it's a weakness. I'd say that they have very above average star power.
No. Because, like, when you get to, like, to the 60-win teams, those teams all have multiple superstars. This team has one. That's what's going to limit this team from
No,
being...
the Raptors actually don't. We both agree that the Raptors are a 60-win team. They
Great point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the Bucks they don't have a weakness. They don't have any maybe... No, they have like 3 ball handlers. They have 3 really good ball handlers. I guess maybe rim protection.
They can play huge lineups. So
rim protections might be a problem.
Giannis, no, they're fine. Giannis is a great rim protector. They're fine.
I mean, he's good.
Maker's a good rim protector.
No, he's not.
He's a good shot blocker. I mean, I should say he's a good shot blocker.
I guess they don't have any big dudes though. They don't have an Aaron
John
Baines.
Henson.
Yeah, but that means that you have to play John Henson.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's a
there.
very good point. It's a great point.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I can see because they were a bad rebounding team last year. They were a bad rebounding team last year.
A muy bad rebounding team.
They were like worst in the league, and then they added Brook Lopez, who was like the worst rebounding center.
Yeah,
that's a big problem.
Well, yeah, whatever. We'll see how that plays out.
So is a weakness.
I would trade more shooting for less rebounding every single day of the week.
Me too. But that's a problem when you're getting out rebounded that badly.
Yeah.
Like let's say Steven Adams, right?
Yeah.
That is a huge problem.
That's when Boston had IT and like Avery Bradley in that team.
Right.
That was that team.
They were a bad rebounding.
They were a terrible rebounding team because they had IT and Avery Bradley. I don't know. Avery Bradley was actually a good rebounder. Regardless, they had Isaiah Thomas and Al Horford.
Hot take: Avery Bradley sucks. Hot take. We'll get to the Clippers.
Talk about that later. That's very not right.
Dude, no, I didn't think so either. Can I just say this right now? His box score plus minus is the worst, like one of the worst in the NBA.
What?
So weird.
Avery Bradley was like my favorite player when he played.
I don't know how. No, I don't know how he had negative win shares last year. Negative. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, like Michael Carter Williams and like Shabazz Muhammad have negative.
Had like 0.3 or something. Because I was doing that for my research project for win shares.
Mm-hmm.
Low key, Avery Bradley takes away loss per dollar you pay him. Takes away a win per dollar you pay him.
Really?
So weird. I don't know why. We should look into that later. That's a sidetrack right there.
Weird as shit.
On to the next team. The homeboys, the Pacers.
The home team?
Mm-hmm. What do you think about them?
I don't really know. I mean, they shouldn't be as good as they are. The reason why they're good, I think, is just because they work really hard.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to continue to work hard. They have a weird roster construction. Miles Turner doesn't shoot enough threes.
Yeah, right.
They have too many bigs, in my opinion. Well, not too many.
Really? I think they have enough.
Well, they have 4. I don't really think that's
who's their fourth one?
Thaddeus Young.
Kyle
O'Quinn. Domantas Sabonis.
He's not really a big. He's like a small forward / power forward kind of thing.
Who?
Thaddeus Young.
Definitely a power forward.
Yeah, he's
Definitely
more of a power forward. He's not like a big. I consider big like a power forward center. He's not big.
He's a big. He's not because he's not a wing.
No. I don't know what the hell he is.
He's a big.
All right, I'll give you. I'll say he's big. You can say he's big.
But good things going in Pacers, in Pacerland. They shot way too many twos last year and were still good, which doesn't make any sense.
Does not make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense. A lot of that has to do with Miles Turner. He just fucking take a step back, bro.
Right.
Literally one step backwards.
That's all he has to fucking do.
I know. But they also added Tyreek Evans, who somehow is now a phenomenal three-point shooter, and Dougie McBuckets, who is a phenomenal three-point shooter.
Well, another thing is that Darren Collison was one of my favorite NBA players last year.
He's a great three-point shooter. He doesn't shoot a lot of attempts.
He doesn't. He shoots enough that it's impressive, though. And his assist-to-turnover ratio is insane. Best in the league last year.
Really?
He had the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the league. One of the best three-points percentages in the league.
He had the best. He was the best.
Yeah, he was. Oh, sorry. He was the best in both categories. I mean, he was an okay defender.
Where did he play before Sacramento?
Weird. Oh, before Sacramento.
No, before he played in Sacramento.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Before there.
No, I mean like before Indiana, he played in Sacramento.
Right.
Okay, I was just asking that.
Yep. But he was just so good at so many things, and nobody paid attention to him because everybody was like thinking about Oladipo. But Darren Collison played his role the best out of anybody in the league. Mm-hmm. He was a great secondary ball handler to Oladipo.
He was the primary ball handler.
No, Oladipo definitely handled the ball more than he did. He didn't get as many assists, but
really,
yeah. Well, because in order to like get 23 points a game and
I mean like Darren Collison brought the ball up the court.
Oh yeah,
obviously in the half court. Oladipo's gonna have the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But and then he was also an okay defender. He had a great plus minus. And they were really good while he was on the floor. He did everything right. I really liked Derek Collison last year.
Bojan Bogdanovic is fucking great.
He's great as well. The legit,
he's fucking great.
LeBron stopper.
I don't know about that.
No, he's not. But he actually played good defense against LeBron last year. Like, not even kidding.
He's a great basketball player.
He's really good. I agree.
Fantastic. He's great.
Mm-hmm. He was on the Nets, and nobody knew about him until like this year, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And they have discount Bojan Bogdanovic now, Dougie McDermott.
Pretty much, yeah. They've definitely overpaid for him.
Yeah,
but
they have a lot of cap space. They have a crap ton of cap space.
They shouldn't. I don't know why they gave him a multi-year. I just would have given him a 1-year $7.
No, definitely. I don't know if he would have taken it. But
yes, he would. Nobody's going to give him more money than that.
That's fair.
Kyle O'Quinn is really cool. That
yeah.
was a good sign. I mean, I wouldn't have made that signing because they just don't really need another big.
But why not? I like him.
I just probably would have gotten James Ennis instead. I would have gave James Ennis $500,000 more.
I think it's always good to just have depth though. Like I feel like they already had enough depth at
Yeah,
wing.
but wing depth is far more important than big depth.
No, you're right.
I
You're
know
right.
I am. I'm always right about. I'm just joking.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Fucking with you. But,
Yeah. Eric Bledsoe is a great 3-point shooter.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck off. But yeah, you're very. Yeah.
I think that I think that Tyreek Evans is a hugely underrated signing. That is 20 point per. I mean, that's a 20 point per game score. They just added for like 10 mil a year.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, 12 mil 1 year. I mean,
Right,
if
right.
he does it again, he's gonna get a max from Brooklyn or something.
Probably. Yeah, some stupid ass team.
Portland, if they fucking, I don't know, Portland doesn't have anything, but
One-
some stupid organization.
So but honestly, I can say
Portland-esque.
I think that Indiana is not on the same level as like the other teams that we've talked about, like every other team that we've talked about so far. Just
Even
because
if these guys are like almost a level down.
no, not even like I think that like Utah, OKC, and LA are all on a different than Indiana too. Like if I had to pick one team that's a probably still playoff team out of this list, I would go Pacers because I don't think.
That probably still a playoff team is one ring below this on the
Yeah.
ladder of teams.
I think they're probably the worst in this category that we're going to talk about today, just because they don't have very many great defenders.
No, they don't, and they also have a star power problem because
Yeah.
their star is like a starlight because he's not like a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah, and they don't have a second star unless Miles Turner develops.
And he won't because he doesn't shoot threes.
Right.
He doesn't play defense very well. He kind of does.
They still don't shoot threes as much as anybody would like them to. I feel like Oladipo is still a little underrated, actually.
Mhm.
But other than that,
I definitely underrate him, and I know that I do, which doesn't make him underrated, but regardless.
I still think that he's underrated. Like even though like everybody knows he's good now, I feel like he's still underrated. But
To an
other
extent.
than that, I don't. This team does not have as much going for them as like the Sixers, Bucks, or like any of the teams.
No, you're right because I mean in the Sixers they have like super duper stars,
and they're
the
a great
Bucks
defensive team.
Bucks have a super duper star,
And they're a great defensive
but
team.
the Pacers don't have a super duper star,
And they're not a great
and
defensive
they're not
team.
a great defensive team, and they lack wings.
Yeah, exactly. And
They're,
they don't.
they're a good team though. They're gonna be a fun team to watch. They're gonna be interesting.
No, I think they're going to be extremely fun to watch.
Nate McMillan is their coach, correct?
He's a good coach.
He's
a pretty
very.
good coach.
I love watching him.
Mhm.
I love watching his teams.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. I still think that they can actually like get as many wins as some of these other teams, just because they're in the East and they're gonna be trying really hard again.
And then they have a bunch of hard workers.
They have a
Victor
bunch of hard
Oladipo has
workers.
something to prove. Miles Turner has something to prove. Bogdanovich is in a contract year.
Right.
Tyreek Evans is in a contract year. Kylo Quinn's in a contract year. Demonis
Mhm.
Sabonis is in an extension year.
Yep.
So yeah,
I think they can get as many wins as these other teams, but I don't think they're as good. Like I don't.
yeah.
Like
in the playoffs, like
every-
head to head.
Every team that I've talked about so far had a chance of making the conference finals in their respective conference. I don't think the Pacers do.
Well, Bucks don't. Shut up.
I think the Bucks do.
Bucks don't have a chance to make the.
I think
conference
the Bucks
final.
do. I really think the Bucks do.
No, because Celtics are going to shit all over them. Raptors are going to. 76ers will beat them.
I think they can
They're
get a
not gonna
top
shit
3
on
seed. I think that
Yeah,
they have the
they
capability
could.
of getting a top 3
They
seed.
could.
And if they get a top 3 seed, I think that they have a possibility of making the conference finals.
You're wrong, but okay. Let's move on. Let's move on.
That's fair. That's fair.
OKC.
Well, we have to do win
Oh
predictions
yeah,
for the Pacers.
win prediction. 48.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say 50 again. So let's go about 49. I'll say 49.
Our first 41 team, Indiana Pacers.
Below 50. All right. OKC. This is gonna be interesting.
I am a huge Russell Westbrook hater.
Everybody is at this point, though.
Yeah.
The amount of disrespect that Russell Westbrook gets, I completely do not understand. Like I understand why, but I feel like I don't know. Nobody like says he's really good anymore. So why does everybody keep hating on him? Like we all know what Russell Westbrook is at this point.
Yeah.
It's like why do we still hate on him?
Because he doesn't win. Let's be real. Like he gets a bunch of stats, but he just doesn't win in the playoffs. That's probably why.
Yeah, I know. I just like I guess I see what you mean. So like, do you think this team's gonna be really good defensively, right?
Oh yeah, this team's going to be phenomenal defensively. I mean, they're ending 5. They'll probably end with Steven Adams on the court, even though they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be Russ, Robertson, Paul George.
Actually, I think Steven Adams being on the court's good.
I don't. Not to close. Not to close.
Well, let's think about. Okay, let's take. Okay, I know this might be like, but you know this moment. Let's say like Spurs, Miami Heat, right? Like final play of the game, Game 6.
Chris Bosh gets the rebound.
Chris Bosh gets the rebound, kicks it out to Ray Allen. That's the reason that LeBron has 3 rings. I mean, And let's say that like
That's the reason he hasn't got his first ring.
let's say there were and let's say like that's Steven Adams, right? That's important. Like getting an offensive rebound like that in crunch time is extremely important.
Andre Robertson's a fantastic offensive rebounder.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's true. But like I would if you could have both of them on the court at the same time.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but
yeah.
But he's good at everything else except for shooting. And
right. And he's a center. You don't need a center to shoot. Like, it's good if a center shoots, but you don't need a center to shoot.
I think that's not true. I think, look at every single team.
Dude, the Warriors literally started Zaza Pachulia and JaVale McGee.
Yeah, I know they started, but who played in crunch time?
I mean, that's fair. No, I see.
Like, every team has a crunch time lineup in which everybody can shoot.
You're right. I can tell. I know what you mean.
But back to the starters.
Right.
Forward's probably going to be Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Probably,
yeah. Patrick Patterson sucks.
Patrick Patterson sucks ass.
I don't know what happened.
I was so excited for him last year.
Right? Me too. And then he just sucked.
Yeah.
And it looks like he still does from the preseason.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't get that one at all.
When Robertson comes back, they could be the best defensive team in the league. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest.
Me neither. Maybe if Russell Westbrook tries too.
Yeah, if he tries, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to be the best rebounding team in the league. I have no problem in saying that.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
Because I don't know if any of you guys listening have watched the preseason stuff. We have both watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Hamidou Diallo's fucking good.
It's true.
He's really fucking good. And he is a weirdly good offensive rebounder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched, I think I watched 3 games. And I think he got, 6 offensive rebounds combined. Or something. I don't remember the exact number. But it seems like every game he gets, 2 or 3 offensive boards.
Yep.
Weird.
It runs in his blood, too. Check Diallo is a pretty good offensive rebounder for the Pelicans, too.
Are they related?
I'm assuming. I think. They look similar.
I got you.
They look similar, and their last name is the same. So I'm going to assume that they're related.
Fair enough.
There's also a third Diallo somewhere.
Really?
I remember seeing him somewhere. I don't know.
I remember we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
A few days ago. But no shooting caps them at 50 games. They have no perimeter shooting. They literally have 0 perimeter shooting.
Other than Alex Abrinas, yeah.
Like, Jeremy Grant can kind of shoot. Russ can't shoot. Robertson can't shoot. Adams can't shoot. Paul George obviously can shoot.
Does Paul George play the 2 or the 3 when Robertson plays?
3.
He does?
Well, they just play wing. 2 and 3 don't exist anymore.
Right. Well, because it's technically perimeter shooting. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, PG is a fantastic shooter.
Yeah, he's PG.
He's at 40%. It's on 7 attempts a game. He's great.
Right.
He's great.
But I agree. They relatively, they really don't have any.
Dennis Schroeder. Here, what percentage does Dennis Schroeder shoot from 3?
Bro,
Quiz for you.
I have no idea.
30.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay, so he just sucks. I didn't even know that.
I know. I was like, oh, that's a great fucking pickup. They're gonna play him at the 2 next to Russ when they went.
I still think they stole in that trade.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what were the Hawks thinking?
Well, no, because Dennis Schroeder had already asked for a trade, and he was due. And he was
they literally got
nothing.
They got nothing.
They got a pick. They got a 2nd round pick.
Yeah, that's nothing, dude.
No, it's not. 2nd round picks are
for Dennis Schroeder.
2nd round picks. Who of the fucking Celtics drafted with 2nd round picks? Like, literally, Semi Ojeleye, Tony Allen was a 2nd round pick.
Would you trade Semi Ojeleye for Dennis Schroeder?
If Dennis Schroeder, I mean, obviously they had fielded other offers for him.
Right.
And if that was the best thing I could get, then of course, yeah. And if he was a cancer in the locker room, you have to.
Oh, I know. Oh, also, because they wanted a point guard in the future, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I know, but I think that was still a great trade for the Thunder. I think
I do too. I do too. I definitely think Oklahoma City won, but I don't think Atlanta got robbed. I think Atlanta was in a shitty situation where they had to make a play, and they made that play.
I think Schroeder's a huge improvement too, considering they had resident fat ass Raymond Felton as their backup point guard last year.
Honestly, they were probably the most overweight team in the league with him and Melo.
Holy shit, they probably were. I just thought about that. Well, hold on. Is there any other overweight people in Denver?
Steven Adams overweight?
No, he's a fit boy.
No way.
Jokic is pretty overweight, but who else?
Isaiah Thomas is low key chubby.
Is he?
Low key.
You know who else low key chubby? Kyle Lowry's. He got more in shape.
He's just strong.
He used to be chubby though. If you look at old pictures of
in Memphis.
And even when he got to Toronto.
Really?
Yeah. It looks like a fat middle schooler versus a slightly less fat high schooler.
He was just lost that baby chub.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. All right. Oh, fuck. Is there anything else related to the Thunder? Anybody else you like?
guess Abrinas is nice.
Abrinas is really cool.
He's cool. I like
He's
him.
good.
Anybody else? Is there?
Graham Felton's kind of good.
Is he still on the team? I don't even know.
Yeah, he shoots threes. That's nice.
He's fat. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's not very good.
Yeah. Who else? Who's their backup? Nerlens Noel.
Not good.
No?
Not good.
No?
Not a good defender.
I think that was a fire-ass contract.
I mean, it makes sense because
2-year minimum for Nerlens.
player option.
Is it?
Yeah, player option.
No shit. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know. I still think it's good getting Nerlens.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, the dude has a fuck ton of potential, and you are giving him a minimum contract. You're gonna have to give somebody the contract. Why not give it to him?
I think their GM is definitely one of the best GMs in the league.
Daryl Morey? No, that's Rockets.
What?
Is Rockets Daryl Morey?
The Rockets is Daryl Morey.
That's embarrassing.
I don't know who their GM is. No, Presti is.
Steve Presti, yeah.
Is Presti their? Wait, who's their? Oh, that's right. Yeah. Presti's their GM. I'm pretty sure.
That's embarrassing. I called Daryl Morey. Oh god.
No, you're
I
good.
should take this out of the podcast.
But Sam Presti is really good GM.
Yeah.
The only real mistake he's ever made is getting rid of Harden, and I guess acquiring Melo.
No, that wasn't. That was not a mistake.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. That was completely on Melo, not on the coach.
Yeah, but like I feel like he should have known. Like I feel like
because good GMs can see years into the future.
and they should also say
Yeah.
that like Melo sucks.
Yeah.
Like as a team player.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that he's a good GM. I think this team could win. I think like 53 or 4 games.
Do you really?
I think so. I think that Dennis Schroeder is such like an improvement. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting a call right now. That's super awkward.
No, I know. It's fine. Ooh, okay. We gotta get through the rest of these teams quick then.
Yeah.
So Thunder, what do you have him at?
I have him I'm gonna go 49.
49. I'm gonna have him 54. So that's probably the biggest difference we've had so far.
Yeah.
So plus 2.5, it's 51.5 wins. I think that's actually really fair.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair.
Let's see who's next. Utah.
Utah, most overrated team in the league, in my opinion.
What?
Yep.
What are you talking about? Why do you think they're overrated, bro?
Because they just have no offense.
I mean,
they just don't have any offense. Like I get it. They're 1 second, bro.
So what are you saying?
I get the fact that they're a good defensive team.
Right.
But 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. Intermission time.
What's up? I just need to measure your hand for chemistry. Why did I go in there?
So you know what? While John's gone, I want to take this time to say that I think the Sixers low-key have a chance to beat the Celtics in the playoffs next year. Joel Embiid's gonna body him. Yep, what's up? Alright.
Sorry about that.
Wow. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody needs a little intermission sometimes,
Yeah.
especially 40 minutes into the podcast somehow.
Our roommate, well, one of them not roommate, but somebody who lives on our floor just came and he's measuring hands for his chemistry project. So
Right. I don't know why my hands. I have big ass hands. Like I have fat ass hands. Your hands are small as fuck. What the hell? Anyway, back to the podcast.
I do have very small hands.
You know whose hands are really big? Rudy Gobert's, and he's good at defense.
Hands are very good. He's very good at defense.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a little bit overrated on defense. He's
one-dimensional.
He's extremely one-dimensional.
The Rockets took advantage of his ass last year.
He can't stay in front of anybody on the perimeter, and that's why I think that they're so overrated. Like obviously defensively they're good.
I think they're insane defensively.
Yeah,
I think
they're really good.
I think they're insane defensively.
They're really good. They're the best defensive team in the league.
Right.
That's not a question.
Okay.
But their second best offensive player is Joe Ingles. Their third is Dante Exum.
No.
Well, Ricky Rubio.
I'd say Ricky Rubio is pretty okay.
He's good. Like he's a good seventh option.
He's also he got better at threes last year.
Yeah, he probably shot 36, 34, 36.
Something like that. He actually got acceptable for three, which is good. He's a
good.
really good ball handler.
Ricky Rubio's good. Fourth best offensive player cannot be Dante Exum.
No, it's probably not Dante.
Yes,
Exum.
it is. Yes, it is.
I'd say Rudy Gobert is like pretty okay offensively.
No, he's not.
He's pretty okay. He can get offensive rebounds. He's a great lob target. I mean,
that's every center in the league, though. That's literally every center.
No, it's not though. Not really. Like
Bam Adebayo is just as good offensively as Rudy
no,
Gobert
he
is.
doesn't. He's not as good of a rebounder. Like he's a good rebounder, but Rudy Gobert is a pretty underrated.
Well,
rebounder.
yeah, but Bam Adebayo is also a better lob target.
Is he though?
Yes, Bam Adebayo can fly. That boy's crazy.
But like Rudy Gobert's arms are so much longer, and like Rudy Gobert's arms are longer, and he can still jump. He averaged like twice as many points per game.
Bam Adebayo is also 6'10".
Yeah.
Wait, what were Bam Adebayo's stats?
He didn't score a lot of points. He scored like I think he had like 7 and 7 is generally what he floated around for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 6
7
and
and 5.5. Yeah.
yeah 6 7 and 5. But I mean, like Rudy Gobert. I mean, yeah, he did score twice as many points.
He also shot 72% from free throw, and I'm sure Rudy Gobert did not.
No way, anywhere from there. But he shot way better from the field. I'm pretty sure.
That's such a Rudy.
That does say Rudy. I'm pretty sure that he shot.
Oh, never mind.
He's not a bad field, and he shot 10% better from the field than Bam did, which is actually a big deal.
You're right. That's a lot of
10%.
points. That's a lot of points.
And he scored twice as many, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a pretty underrated offensive
I
player.
don't think he's underrated. He can't score on the post. He can't shoot. Doesn't have a mid range. Doesn't have a 3-pointer.
No, you're right. You're right.
Can't pass.
And then the most awkward thing is just that whole Derek Favors. I don't know.
No.
That's a pretty big. That's ill right there.
And then Jay Crowder also can't shoot, and they have like negative spacing. See, if I were
I
them,
don't know what the hell Jay Crowder is anymore. He used to shoot.
yeah, in Boston he was great.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was fantastic. He just said, "Yeah, let me shoot 40% for 1.5 years."
And then suddenly somebody put poison in Cleveland's water, and then everybody on that team suddenly just sucked.
Yeah, Rodney Hood, him, George Hill.
Yeah,
Tristan
Jordan
Thompson.
Clarkson especially. Jordan Clarkson's the worst one.
He's terrible.
He's a bum now. What the hell? I don't know what happened there, but everybody on that team started sucking.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Is it LeBron? I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about that later.
It's not LeBron.
Well, we'll get to LeBron pretty soon.
Like one team.
Yeah.
But back to Utah. They need more offense, plain and simple. Regardless if
No,
they're overrated, they need more offense.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson Allen could be really cool. Like he could be a career 14-point scorer, and he could just be really solid for them.
I think that
I don't see him being much better than that. I don't think he has a very high ceiling, but I think he has a very high floor.
I think lineups with Ingles, Grayson Allen, and Donovan Mitchell as the point guard could be deadly though. I think that's
that's their what they legitimately might have to do.
What?
They might have to play lineups like just because of offense.
Right.
They're gonna have to play lineups with
You're saying Joe Ingles is gonna be a power forward.
Joe Ingles a power forward, and
Dude.
then, like one of Rudy,
No.
and then one of Mitchell, Grayson, or Spanish point guard.
It's Spanish point guard.
What's his name?
You talking about X?
No, the Spanish guy.
Davis. Oh, Rubio.
Yeah, Rubio. One of those three has to play small forward. Just to get
They could probably get
offense.
Crowder at small forward.
Oh no! They could just play
Crowder.
No, just play Exum at small forward. That's fine.
No, what? No.
Exum's 6'6". Why not?
Yeah, he's 6'6" and skinny. You can't play a skinny 6'6" guy at small forward.
Jaylen Brown.
He's not skinny. He's not skinny like Exum is. He's not skinny like Exum is.
I don't know.
No, if I were you, I would play Ingles at small forward still and Crowder at power forward.
Well, no, but
Crowder's primary position.
They need absolutely, but they need shooting. They need scoring.
I think that
They
Crowder
need
can,
offense. No, he
Crowder
can't.
can shoot.
No, he can't.
I
He
feel
shot 33% last year.
No, I know, but like that's. I feel like that's the anomaly in his career. Like until he continues not to be able to shoot.
The 1 year he shot in Boston, that's the anomaly.
I thought he was good before that.
No, because the years in Dallas he was trash.
Really?
Yeah, like he was average his first few years because he played 3 years in Boston, right? Pretty
Right.
sure. And then the last year he was very good.
I'm sorry, you can't have let's say you're facing the Pistons, right? If you're trying to tell me that head ass you're going to play Joe Ingles against Blake Griffin,
not against them, but against like most teams in the NBA. What play?
What name like 5 power forwards Joe Ingles can actually guard?
Can I number 1 Jay Crowder, number 2
Jay Crowder's so much stronger.
Jason Tatum. Number 3.
Can he guard Jason? He's
number 3 OG Anunoby. Number 4.
OG Anunoby is not a power forward.
He's gonna play. Yes, he will. He's gonna play power forward for that team. He's a small forward / power forward.
I'm talking. I guess.
James Johnson on Miami.
He can't guard James. James Johnson's so much stronger than he is. That's what. All of these guys are way stronger than Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles is a good defender. You're hating on Joe Ingles right now.
No. He's a good defender, but based on his IQ. Like if you ask him to guard players that are bigger than him, that's going to be a problem. He's good because he knows where to stand and he gets in passing lanes. But if somebody is just straight up stronger than him and can just out physical,
you can make that argument for any player in the NBA ever.
What are you talking about?
The stronger player argument. You can make that for any player in the NBA.
Right. That's why players usually play positions that are around the same as them. But if
No.
Ingles plays a power forward,
Ingles can play power forward. I'm 100% certain he can because he can shoot. He's switchy. He's long. He can play power forward. The real problem is going to be if they do the 3-point guard lineup and they have fucking Grayson Allen playing small forward.
Oh, they can't do that. They can't do that.
Portland has been playing lineups with Dame, CJ, and Seth Curry.
In like the preseason.
Yeah, I think they've been starting with that.
I feel like Curry is more of a shooting guard, small forward. He's not a point. He's definitely not a point guard.
He's 6'2".
Is he?
Yeah, he's 6'1", 6'2".
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Huh. So what are they gonna? So what do they have? We'll get to them. We'll get to
them in
them
the next episode, I think.
Right.
I'm very low on Utah. I don't like them.
No, I can honestly see that.
I don't like them.
But like, what? So how do you explain like once Gobert came back last year, where they were like 28
I can't.
and like 6?
I can't.
You can't explain it.
Can't explain it.
Do you think that like I think it's kind of like the Grizzlies from a few years ago, like that kind of deal.
No, because that team was good. That team was good because they had Marc Gasol and Mike Conley, who were both great offensive players. And they had some other players. They had like Zebo.
Like Donovan Mitchell's better than either of them though, offensively.
Not Mike Conley. Not prime.
Dude,
prime Mike Conley.
Yes, he is. Mike Conley was never able to create a shot like Donovan Mitchell.
You're right.
Donovan Mitchell also
right,
he averaged 28 points a game in the plaoffs for 2 series.
You're right.
That's insane.
It is insane. You're 100% correct.
I think offensively, he's definitely on the same level with Devin Booker. I think he's on the same level as Devin Booker. That's an interesting question: is who's the better player between those two?
I think is Mitchell older?
Yeah. I think he is.
Booker probably, but
he has less experience in the NBA.
Yeah.
That matters.
To an extent.
I honestly like that's what I'm saying that he's basically the same as Devin Booker. That's what I think offensively. I think that's good enough for like a team. But I don't know. What are you saying their win projection is going to be at?
47.
They're so hard. I think they're the hardest team to predict for me because I think based on results they did really good, but based on what they should be a little lower.
They should be like a 39-win team.
39? No.
No, they should be.
No, what?
Yes.
You think
they don't have any talent on that roster. They have 2 players who are legitimately good. Like Joe Ingles should not be good at basketball.
Oh, definitely. Okay, agree.
But he's good. Derek Favors should not be good at basketball, but he is. Jay Crowder, just plain out, is not good at basketball.
I think Rubio's good.
Rubio's okay. Like they should be like a 39 to 43 win team, but they're going to be like a 47 to 50. I'm saying 47 because I'm low on them.
I'll say. Do I want to say 50 because I think they're slightly higher? Let's see. Like compared to the Pacers, do you think they're better or worse than the Pacers next year?
Worse.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Just because the Pacers got more 3-point shooting.
Okay.
And I think that's going to free things up for Oladipo and Evans.
So you said 47, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll go 50 so that they're 0.5 worse than the Pacers. I think that's fair. 48.5.
Okay.
All right. Last, but definitely not the least interesting, is LA.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm almost sick of talking about them.
Yeah, I feel you. I don't even. Do you want to like? There's just so much to talk about. Like that's the problem.
Well, LeBron is a guaranteed 45-win team, guaranteed playoff run.
Yeah.
No problem saying that.
No.
Generational talent.
Playoff run. I have a problem with that.
Well, like they're gonna compete in the first round is what I'm saying. Like whoever they play, they're going to compete. They will compete.
That's fair.
Brandon Ingram is really, really, really fucking good at basketball.
He's awesome. I like Brandon Ingram.
Josh Hart is fucking great. Kyle Kuzma, fucking great.
Love him.
Lonzo Ball is really good. I'm not gonna say he's fucking great.
No, I don't even know what do you think is gonna happen with him and LeBron?
I would trade Lonzo Ball.
What?
I'll trade Lonzo Ball.
Why?
Because I just don't think that he can coexist with LeBron. I feel like Rajon Rondo can, but for some reason I just get this feeling that Lonzo can't.
So, like, what do you think is the difference between, like, Lonzo and a guy like... Okay, these are completely different players. The only similarity is that they can't shoot. But, like, what's the difference between him and a guy like D-Wade that can't shoot?
Scoring.
Okay. So you don't think that he can, like, cut to the rim as well as D-Wade can?
It's not even that. When Dwayne Wade had the ball, he was a threat from every single... He was a 3-level scorer. Lonzo.
No, he wasn't. He was not a great 3-point
He wasn't a
shooter.
great, but he shot them.
No, but he was terrible. If you look
No,
at
he wasn't terrible.
he was
34.
bad.
He shot 34. I
No,
thought.
look at his stat. Look up his stats. He was awful from three.
Really?
Until kind of Chicago. He was okay in Chicago. No, Dwayne Wade was a really bad 3-point shooter.
I need to spell his name. He has a weird ass.
Yeah, it's like D Wade. Maybe try like just Wade. Yeah, there we go. Dwayne. That's right. Where is it at? Yeah, dude, look at that.
Oh,
He's a career 28.8% or 28.7% 3-point shooter. He was god awful. He's worse than Lonzo by a lot.
Yeah.
Now,
athleticism. I guess
because Lonzo's athletic, dude.
I don't know what the difference is. I don't know why Lonzo scored 11 points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Lonzo was not a great finisher. D Wade's a better free throw shooter by a lot. D Wade's a 77% career, and he gets a lot more. D Wade drew a lot of contact and was an okay free throw
Because
shooter.
he's shorter too, which is obviously going to give him benefit of the doubt with refs.
Well, especially in that series that was like confirmed to be rigged against Dallas.
The
one where LeBron wasn't on his team.
one where they won.
Yeah, that was rigged as hell. He shot more than Dallas like 2 games.
That's a different discussion.
But that's a different discussion. You're right. Lonzo is not as good at drawing fouls as D-Wade is. He's not as good at getting to the rim, which is why I don't think he scored as much. He was not a good finisher at the rim, and he didn't shoot well from free throws either. But he's a way better passer than D-Wade. I think he's smarter than D-Wade.
Absolutely. But definitely rookie Dwayne Wade, maybe not 38-year-old Dwayne Wade.
Right. But I think if they can coexist, I think Lonzo and LeBron can. I think that's fair.
I want them to, because I think I just watch Lonzo play and I look at him statistically. He's just not good.
Really? I think he's
like offensively. I mean, let me rephrase. Offensively, he's just not good. I want him to be good so bad because he is a 6'6" dude who's fast as shit.
Right, and he has great court vision.
He does. He should be phenomenal, but he just based off his rookie year. And I know rookie point guards, I shouldn't judge them so heavily. It just gives me anxiety.
No, I know
because,
what you mean.
And his contract is also pretty big.
How big is it?
$8 million.
That's not that big, but
it's
not a discount.
It's considerable when you're going after a max free agent. That's a considerable contract.
Well, they have a fuck ton of cap space next year.
If you gave Lonzo and your pick, would Memphis give you Jaren Jackson? That's a crazy trade. That would blow my mind 15 different ways.
If they could trade him for a big that doesn't suck, I might do that.
I would make that trade if I was Los Angeles.
I'm not a Jaren Jackson fan at all.
You're wrong.
No.
You're so wrong.
No, remember I showed you that one time, dude?
His fouling. He fouls a lot.
He fouls a fuck ton. You can't keep him in the game.
But you're wrong.
And he fouls so much to a point where he becomes passive the more that he's in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And if he becomes passive, he can't be a good rim protector.
Mm-hmm.
If he can't become a good rim protector, then
that takes one because he's very two-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
He's a shooter and a rim protector. I don't know.
So, and he didn't shoot a lot of threes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it's whatever. Back to that's the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
I think him and Lonzo can coexist because I think they're both smart players that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And he and D-Wade figured it out.
Yeah.
I think LeBron's a cutter. What do you think? I think LeBron's going to score 30 points a game or something like that this season.
I hope he does.
I think he is because
I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see why I wouldn't. I want LeBron to set more screens. Is my big thing with him.
Really?
Yeah, I think that'd be cool to see him.
Do you think LeBron center is actually going to be a thing, like a successful thing?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
I have no problem with that. Michael Beasley should be pretty good. I have no problem saying he should be pretty good with LeBron.
You know what I don't get at all? Why the fuck did they not keep Julius Randle for a year?
I don't know. It was stupid. That's a dumb move. And play him at center and have the third best small ball lineup in the league.
It was an absolutely stupid decision. They could have easily kept it. They were trying to get Kawhi.
Yeah, it was
They were trying to get Kawhi or somebody like that, which is why they got rid of it.
I think it was DeMarcus Cousins.
Or they were trying to get somebody. No, if they wanted DeMarcus Cousins,
they offered him a contract, but they wouldn't give him the years that he wanted.
But neither would Golden State.
Golden State didn't have any cap room. Golden State used an MLE to get DeMarcus Cousins. The only reason why DeMarcus Cousins signed with Golden State is because it's a prove-it contract. He wants a 4-year, 140 deal. But nobody was willing to give it to him last year.
But I think the Lakers could have given him as much as the Warriors did if they sacrificed some of their other role players.
The Warriors gave him $5 million a year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the Lakers could have given him $30.
That's what I'm saying.
But the reason why he didn't sign with them was because he wants the extra years.
No, I know, but I'm saying, why didn't he just sign a 1-year contract with them for more capital? And
Because
just
the
be in same
Warriors
situation?
have the best training staff and the best. Have you noticed how Steph Curry gets injured all the time and he comes back and he's phenomenal?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see a training staff argument, but I can't see him improve himself.
And he wants a wing. A ring.
Wait, but I think that. What do you think about the meme team squad? Do you think that's going to be okay?
Yeah.
Do you think they're not
I feel like Lance will be the first one to get traded if any of them get traded.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because he can't shoot, he takes control of the offense.
Yeah. I mean, I like Rajon because I'm a Celtics fan. Michael Beasley is a good shooter, so I like him.
Not really. I mean, not really.
40% three.
Yeah, on really low volume again.
I mean, he's a serviceable.
Okay.
And he's a legitimate rim protector. People don't know he's 6'10" with long arms.
Okay, that doesn't make you a legitimate rim protector.
Shot blocker.
Sure.
My apologies, not rim protector, shot blocker.
Sure, I'll say that a little bit. Maybe if he tried on defense a little bit, he didn't really try on defense.
No, he didn't. I mean, I'm just going off of stuff I've watched in the summer league.
Also, Michael Beasley can
Not summer league,
actually drop 30 points in a game.
Oh yeah,
if he wants
whenever he wants. Yeah.
I feel like he's one of the more underrated players in the league.
Yeah.
Offensively,
He should have
good.
been great. He should have been great.
He still could be if he
He's 30 years old.
I mean, but if in New York, right, when they just gave him the offense for a while, he was
20 points.
20 points a game, bro. I mean,
20
he was
points.
pretty good.
My real quick question: how the fuck did the Heat win in 2006, then draft him in 2008? I don't understand that. What was the story behind
Shaq was a huge problem. Shaq.
But how does Dwayne Wade not get them into the playoffs? It's like prime Dwayne Wade not get that team into the playoffs. Was he injured?
I don't know. I know that Shaq was getting worse and left, which is a huge thing. I don't know. I'm not very knowledgeable in that era of Heat basketball.
Really.
Actually, I don't think anybody really is. Nobody cares about that era of the Heat.
I don't think anybody cares about that era of the NBA, to be honest.
Right. I mean, yeah. Isn't that crazy that who even won the championship after that in 2007?
Spurs. It was Cleveland and Spurs.
Yeah, that era just no one cares about. It's weird. But finally, let's just finish off the Lakers, right? How good do you think they can be really with the center lineup that they have? I mean,
win total.
Yeah, how good do you think they can really be? I mean,
53.
I could see that. It's just if they go against any team with Baines or anybody like that, what are they even gonna do?
Trying to play him off the floor and just beat him with pace and shooting. Probably.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting as hell to see the pace.
Have you seen how fast they've been playing?
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
Especially with Lonzo initiating it.
It's been LeBron, honestly, because Lonzo's been injured.
I'm talking about last year. They played really fast last year, too.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Yeah.
They're catching teams. They went inbound it so quick to LeBron, and LeBron's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be able to get down and make a pass before the other team can get back on defense.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's I don't know. I think they're going to be the funnest. I think this is going to be the most.
They're going to be the most fun team to watch. It's either them or Denver.
I'm saying because even with all the little meme players and stuff, they have it's literally like a movie. They have comic relief characters, the ultimate hero of the story. Mm-hmm. They have everything that you could want in a team, and I think it's the most entertaining team we've ever going to get to watch.
Probably, it's going to be great. Yeah.
Perfect storm.
I have no idea what's going to happen. No clue.
No idea.
Win total. What is it?
Bro, I don't fucking know.
I'm going 52.
50. I have no idea. They could win it. They could win a lot of games.
Could they win 60?
I think they could.
Really? I'm going 52.
If LeBron's fully invested and everybody's fully invested,
don't do what they could, do what they will.
I know. That's the problem. I have no idea because I have no idea how invested LeBron is. Because even he knows he's not going to win this year. He knows that.
Of course he does. He knew he wasn't going to win in Cleveland last year too.
Right, and he's not even trying to win this year.
Yeah, that's why I went to the Lakers.
He went to that's why he consulted bringing in all these 1-year guys.
Yeah, he knows that. Yeah, that's why I did sign somebody or trade Lonzo.
But the thing is, he has way more incentive to try the regular season in the West because he's not trying to go up against Golden State in the second round.
Very true. I'm going 52.
I'm gonna go 55.
54. Wait, what's that?
53.5. Yeah.
Quick maths.
All right, there we go.
Awesome. Well, that wraps up episode 2. Mm-hmm. Thanks for coming on and talking, boy.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Right. Yep, we will get the next one out soon. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
thanks for watching.
See ya.